So in this video, we're gonna make pad thai. And in Hawaii, but as well as many other places in the US and the world, you know, ethnic food is very popular and Thai food is very popular. This is a super easy dish that we're gonna do here. And lots of people would use a wok. We're gonna use a saute pan because we thought we'd show how to make it in a real setting with the kind of equipment that people typically have at home. So we're gonna start off, we've got a pan that's hot, we've got oil in it. I'm gonna add shrimp. We're gonna let that start to cook. While that's cooking, I wanna add some extra firm tofu. One thing is, be careful about this, if there's moisture, that's where things start to pop. So I'm trying not to get the water to go into the pan. And we're gonna add some radishes. So we're just gonna let that cook through. And while Cheryl's cooking that, you can let it just sit for a second. And go ahead and turn the heat up to high. So I got my egg that's beaten, and go ahead and spread this so it's an even layer. I'm gonna pour this over the top, and what Cheryl's gonna do is sort of let the egg set. But she's gonna break it up. So it's gonna go in now. I'm just gonna glaze it over there. I guess it's kind of like making an omelet, you know? So just let it shake the pan so that it evenly makes a nice layer. Okay, just let it sit. So what's happening now is the egg is sitting in there and it's starting to set with the shrimp and the radishes and the tofu. Now go ahead, you can go and stir it and break it up. Now this is something you can do by yourself. It's easier if you have an assistant like me to assist, but this can be done by yourself. Okay, so now when the eggs just set, I don't want to go too much because they'll overcook. They're perfectly just set now. I'm going to add the noodles. And the noodles have been soaking in just lightly warm water for 5 or 10 minutes. I don't want to use extremely hot water because the hot water will cook the noodles. We want them to cook in here and absorb the liquid, and then they don't become mushy, okay? So I'm going to put them in now.
You want me to keep stirring?
No, just let it sit.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to add sugar. I have fish sauce. Oh, by the way, once I add the fish sauce and the vinegar, it's going to create steam, and that steam is going to cook the noodles and then incorporate all the flavors, okay? Fish sauce is going in, vinegar is going in. Now you can move it around.
Why didn't you put the sugar in with the fish sauce?
Yeah, you could. I suppose that's an extra step. It's gonna incorporate here. Now I'm adding paprika, and I'm adding chilies. One thing, classically, pad thai is made with tamarind, but not everywhere. You can't get tamarind everywhere or that easily in some markets. So we thought we'd show you how to make it in a way that replicates the tamarind without actually having to use tamarind.
I love tamarind.
Now we're going to put some lime juice in. And we're going to let just going to let it kind of sit and absorb all the flavors together. Does it look good?
Looks good. Oops.
How does it smell? Let me see what we got here.
Smells good.
I'm going to try to break this up. One of the things is I'm using a plastic tongs because we're using a Teflon pan, and I don't want to scratch the pan and get that into the food. So.
It looks really hot.
It's not hot. It's not hot. It's just the paprika that's coloring the noodles.
Oh.
Okay. So I'm trying to break the noodles up here because they are nice and sticky. Okay, hang on for a second. You got some shrimp that jumped out of the bowl there. Okay, now I want to add some. These are garlic chives, or flat cut chives. If you don't have or you can't get, you can go ahead and use just regular scallions or regular chives. That works.
Ooh, it's hot.
Yeah? Okay, go ahead and turn the heat down. You can turn it off actually. So now I'm adding some bean sprouts in there. I'll take it from here.
Okay.
So we have all these ingredients together. I added the bean sprouts just at the end because I just lightly want to get the flavor in there. Now I'm going to just kind of move it around to just kind of make sure that all of these ingredients, they're all kind of worked through, that the noodles are they're broken up. They're not all stuck together.
So the noodles are they what are the noodles called? Because sometimes the noodles are fatter.
You know, and that's tricky. There's so much variation in the noodles. You want to try to, when you're in the store, you just want to look for something that's a medium width noodle. And sometimes,
Is it
depending
a
on the
rice?
brand,
It's a rice
stick noodle.
Rice stick noodle. Okay.
Depending on the brands that the stores carry, like our store has this particular brand, and the noodles they're not quite as big as fettuccine, but they're, I don't know, they're a little bit skinnier than fettuccine. Some other, if you're in the mainland, you might find something a little bit different, but just make sure you're looking for a medium width rice noodle. So here's our pad thai that just went in the plate, and I'm gonna garnish it. We've got some limes I'll put on here because some people may want a little bit extra limes. I got I saved some of my rice stick or my garlic chives for garnish. Peanuts, and again, if someone has a peanut allergy, then just leave it out, right? But we're gonna put some peanuts on here, and then I'm gonna add some more bean sprouts as garnish on the top, and then, of course, we want to just take a quick pass at it and clean the plate up, and you have pad thai ready to go.
That was
super easy, right?
That was really fast, really easy.
So here it is, our super easy and super tasty, easy to make pad thai noodles. For this recipe and more,
Visit us at foodland.com.